This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, students. Today's class, immunoprophylaxis. First of all, what is prophylaxis? What is prophylaxis? Anybody? Prophylaxis means nothing but prevention. Okay, before infection occurred, prevention is called prophylaxis. Immunoprophylaxis. Today's topic, immunoprophylaxis. So, this is immunization against infectious diseases. Immunoprophylaxis means immunization against infectious diseases. Here, two types of immunization. One is active immunization, second one is passive immunization. What is active, what is passive? You all know very well about this active, passive, active, natural, natural, active, natural, artificial, like that. Sorry, active, artificial, like that. Okay, we see the definition of immunity. What is immunity? Immunity is, what is immunity? This is a resistant power exhibited by host against any foreign body, including microorganisms, called immunity. So, resistance exhibited by host against any foreign thing, foreign body, including microorganisms, is called immunity. So here immunization means this is protection against infectious disease. Before occurring, this is protection that called prophylaxis. So we see this immunization. There are basically two types: active immunization, passive immunization. What is active? In case of active immunization, our immune system have to play a major role, have to play active role in case of active immunization. But we see the passive immunization. Passive means here no active role of immune system or less negligible role of our immune system. Okay, active immunity, in case of active immunization, uh, just we will give little stimulus to the body, to immune system. So then what happened? Our immune system will activate and produce antibodies or some other mechanisms to kill the organisms. So here our immune system play active role. But in case of passive immunization, just we will give prepared antibodies, already prepared antibodies in the form of serum to the patient or person. So here no or negligible role of immune system. Already prepared antibodies we will give in the form of serum, cold serum, like that. So this is called passive. So again, active is divided into two: natural active, artificial active. So natural active means this is by the, we will get this natural active immunity by some of infections. Okay, this is called immunity after infection. So some infections after cure, they will produce antibodies, means they will give lifelong immunity against that particular disease. Okay, example chickenpox, like that. Then coming to active artificial, that is nothing but, see here, active artificial, nothing but here, see, vaccination. This is active artificial. So this immunization is in the form of vaccination, vaccines. Okay. So this is also called prophylactic immunity. Then coming to the natural passive. So this is best example is IgG. Okay, it will transfer to mother to fetus. Okay, this gives protection of fetus during intrauterine life. This is natural passive. So next, natural artificial passive. This is nothing but nowadays this word is very famous. What is that? Serum, cold serum therapy, plasma therapy, cold serum. Okay, means already prepared antibodies, I mean immunoglobulins, will give to patient. This mainly useful, this artificial passive immunity, mainly useful in emergency situations. Okay, this is about different types of immunization. So, active immunization is called vaccination. This is very, very important in immune prophylaxis chapter. Okay, or prophylactic immunity. Vaccination. Vaccine is immunological preparation. It will give protection against diseases. Okay, vaccine is nothing but immunological preparation. It will give protection against diseases. So the term vaccine first coined by scientist Louis Pasteur, father of microbiology. Next, first vaccine was prepared by Edward Jenner against smallpox infection. Next, coming to the types of vaccines. We have three major types of vaccines. One is live attenuated vaccine, second one is killed vaccine, third one is toxoid. Coming to live vaccines, these are prepared from live organisms. Okay, these live attenuated organisms lose their ability to induce full-blown disease but retain their immunogenicity. Okay, what is the live attenuated vaccine? Live vaccine means these are prepared from live microorganisms, but here they live attenuated organisms lose the ability to induce full-blown disease but retain their immunogenicity. Next, attenuation means uh, is the process of decreasing the pathogenicity of particular pathogen. Pathogenicity, decrease of disease causing capacity of particular organism is called attenuation. This is achieved by passing the live organism serially through a foreign host such as chick embryo and tissue cultures or live animals. So after several passes, this organism, this pathogen lose their disease causing capacity, that pathogenicity. Okay, this process is called attenuation. So second one is inactivated or killed vaccines. Okay, in this consist of organisms which are grown in culture under controlled conditions and then killed using methods such as heat or formaldehyde. Okay, in this killed vaccine, first organisms will grow in culture under controlled conditions and then killed by using methods such as heat or formaldehyde. Okay, usually these killed vaccines are safer but less effective than live vaccines. Next, coming to the toxoid. Toxoid is the exotoxins produced by certain bacteria can be detoxicated to form toxoid by treating with acidic pH, formalin, or by prolonged storage. So in single line, toxoid means it is a form of toxin that loses its virulence property but retains their immunogenicity. Okay, in single sentence, toxoid is it loses its toxin loses its virulence property but retains their immunogenicity called toxoid. See, these are the different types of vaccines and examples. Okay, examples for live attenuated vaccines: BCG, typhoid, plague, oral polio vaccine means that is Sabin. Next, MMR, measles, mumps, rubella, and etc. And for killed vaccines example: typhoid, cholera, pertussis, plague, rabies, killed polio vaccine that is Salk, and Japanese encephalitis vaccine, and intramuscular influenza vaccine. Okay, all these are examples for killed vaccines. Examples for toxoids are diphtheria toxoid and tetanus toxoid. And another group is cellular fraction vaccines. Examples are these also called subunit vaccines. Subunit vaccines means any one small part of the virus will be used as vaccine. These are examples: meningococcal polysaccharide vaccine means any one part of the virus or bacteria, I mean organism, used as vaccine. This type of vaccine is called subunit vaccine. Example: pneumococcal polysaccharide vaccine, hepatitis B polypeptide vaccine. And other group recombinant vaccines, example hepatitis B vaccine. These are the different types of vaccines and examples. Next, passive immunization. So, to here, active immunization. Okay, by active immunization, active artificial means vaccines. Next, coming to the passive immunization. Passive immunization means administration of immunoglobulins or anti-sera, means already prepared immunoglobulins. We have to give already prepared immunoglobulins in passive immunization. This is for prophylaxis therapy. This is mainly useful in emergency conditions for immediate effect, and also the immunity after this passive immunization is temporary. It will last. It will retain up to weeks or months. So these are the different examples for passive immunization: human immunoglobulins, plasma therapy, serum therapy, specific immunoglobulins, and animal sera also using. Next, another type of immunization is combined immunization. Combined means here we can use both type, active and passive immunization. Passive immunization first for emergency purpose, we will give passive immunization. We already just now discussed. This is serum therapy, plasma therapy, pooled serum, and all. Okay, coming under passive immunization. But this is temporary only. So later, after passive immunization, we will give active immunization like vaccines and all for permanent immunity. So both is in combined immunization. They will use both active and passive immunization. So this is about prophylactic immunological prophylaxis. So very important vaccines very important in this chapter. Examples for killed live attenuated vaccines, and also what is subunit vaccine and examples, and toxoids. All these are important for you. Any doubts?
This conference will now be recorded.